And I am also a cancer survivor,
Yeah.
appendix cancer for me. So why don't you tell me and everyone a bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Dee Dee Anderson. I'm the Vice Chancellor for Student Life here at UNL. Been here 2 years, not quite 2 years, originally from the South, but had the opportunity here to come to Nebraska to work and jumped into it and have enjoyed every minute of it so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we usually ask about your major, campus involvement,
Yeah.
hometown. So what are some of the things that you like to do outside of work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a real super exciting person, but I love to read. So I do a lot of reading, and I have a little doggie named Sandwich.
Sammy.
So I like to play with Sammy and go, take him for walks. Married, have a daughter who's a graduate student at Ole Miss, graduating this May with her accounting. So, just spending time with family and doing family things.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't you tell us about your cancer story?
Yeah. So last August, I went in for my mammogram, like my annual mammogram, and got a phone call that there was something on the mammogram results that they were worried about. So they make you go back in and do some other tests, and that's when I found out I had early stage breast cancer.
Yes.
So stage 1B, everybody always wants to know the stage.
Right. Mine wasn't staged at all, so I caught mine
Yeah.
early enough too.
Yeah.
And you'd had annual mammograms.
Yes.
Yeah. So luckily they caught it early.
Yep.
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 So as you
So
were,
get your
Yes,
early
get your-
detection, get
yes.
your test.
if you ever have a question about anything, go to the doctor.
Yes.
Yes. So what was probably the most difficult part of this journey?
Yeah, I think for women, the hardest part is definitely losing your hair, right? There's a lot of hard parts about cancer, dealing with the side effects and fatigue and all the things, right? But
Yes.
just like them, once you get past the diagnosis and you accept that, okay, I've got cancer, and you get over that panic, scared feeling of
Right.
am I gonna die? Feeling. Once you're in this journey as a breast cancer, it's great. Breast cancer has a very high survival rate if you catch it early, so you kind of get past that panic feeling.
Yeah.
But that definitely the losing your hair is the most traumatic. Even though they tell you, you're ready for it. I mean, they can almost tell you you're gonna lose it within these couple days.
Yeah.
Right, and it's going to come out in chunks, but when it happens, it's just traumatic.
And it's not just the hair in your head. I mean, it's eyebrows,
Yeah.
eyelashes. It's all hair.
Everything.
Yeah.
I haven't had to shave my legs in a year.
Bonus.
That part I don't mind. Once I lost my hair, so I lost it in chunks, mostly on this side. Then I made the decision just to shave it.
Yeah.
Because it was looking crazy. It would have been crazy. So once you get past that and just kind of that acceptance of I'm going to look different.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went into this phase. Well, this is really nice. I can sleep 20 minutes longer because I don't have to wash my hair and blow dry it and style it every day. I don't have to shave.
Right.
I did save time and could sleep in a little bit. But it is fairly traumatic. So you lose the hair on your head first, but my eyebrows and eyelashes were light. They came a little bit later.
Yeah.
And that makes you look really different. But they're all starting to come back. This is the first week I've not worn my little beanie.
Yeah,
so.
your little cute beanies
Yeah,
that you have different colors
I have
of.
different colors.
Yes.
But, Monday I wasn't planning on it, but the outfit I put on Monday I couldn't find a beanie to match. And being a typical girl, I was like, well, I can't go and wear something that doesn't match. And so I just said, today's the day, and I just stopped wearing it.
So it's been a week now.
It's been a week.
I haven't seen you since last week. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you saw me last week, I probably had my
little beanie
on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting hot, so the beanie is hot.
Yes.
So I was like, this is a good time.
Just let it go.
Yep.
Yes. So during this, what's helped you to stay strong and hopeful during the journey?
Yeah, I mean, I think family and friends, definitely.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to need a tissue, but I might. But I have a lot to live for.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, see, you jinxed me putting tissue back.
Family, friends.
Coworkers.
Yeah, colleagues.
I mean, I've been so amazed at how just generous people have been
Mm-hmm.
and how nice people have been.
Yep.
People have reached out in lots of different ways that, unexpected ways and sometimes unexpected people.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize you're on someone's radar and, they'll get something or someone will send you something or say something.
Yeah.
And I would say, hands down, the student life team has been just amazing.
They're a great group of people. Yep. And they're by your side. So you mentioned your family. Now in the entire Husker community, would you say it's most likely the student life team that's really been there the most?
Yeah,
Or is there
definitely.
others that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, definitely the student life team. So, I have in this office of the Vice Chancellor, there's a team, and they have been just phenomenal from day one.
Yeah.
Helping me in times where I couldn't go to something, someone's filled in, celebrating the milestones. And we had donuts this week was my last,
Radiation.
I was trying to remember, was it yesterday? Was that yesterday? It may have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Thursday was my last day of radiation, and I got there and they had donuts and a party for me. So, celebrating the good stuff too in the process. It definitely been there, but there's been a lot of people just across the campus. Of course, the Chancellor, who I worked with at Southern Miss, has been super supportive. I tell everybody, between my husband at home, making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and the Chancellor at work, making sure I've got all bases covered.
Right.
But all the executive leadership team, have been just great. Mike Zeleny, who works here, his mom's gone through cancer.
Mhm.
Same set of doctors, so he had a lot of
Oh,
good
okay.
information and just support. So it's just been, just across the board. There's so many people I can think of at UNL that's just been amazing.
Yep. Huskers are in it together.
Yeah,
Yep.
just amazing people.
So during this journey, what have you learned the most about yourself?
That you can do it. I can do it. That I can be strong and do it.
Yep.
When I started this, when I found out, I have a niece who is 25. I think she's 25. She's a nurse, and she's told me, she said, Dee Dee, it's all about your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
She said, when I see patients, she said, if you have the right attitude, you're gonna do better.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And so I just, and I'm a pretty optimistic person in general.
Yes.
And so I just decided I was going to go into this with the optimism and attitude that this is just another step and another phase that it'll end.
Yes.
Right? I can get through
Yes.
this. And so I guess you learn a little bit about your strength and really how you're grounded and what you believe in
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
in those moments.
Yes. So is there a specific moment or a memory during this experience that really stands out for you?
I don't know if I'm far enough out of it yet.
Yeah.
To say that. Other than the day I lost my hair, that memory stands out. This Thursday when I finish my radiation, I think will be a memory that stands out because you get through chemo and then you still have radiation. And for whatever reason, the last day of chemo doesn't necessarily stand out because you still got the rest of the journey.
It's still treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think when I'm a little bit out from it, that will be the moment that's one of the moments that stand out.
Yeah.
And then again, I would just say, like, throughout the whole thing, there are so many little moments of people saying or doing things that I think will continue to, maybe collectively, maybe at some point
Yeah.
it'll just be that collective. But there are so many little, so many things that people have done that have meant a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone that's currently facing a cancer diagnosis?
Yeah. I'll say, funny advice is don't get on Facebook and
Yeah.
find a group.
Yeah.
Because people don't do too much
Yeah.
internet search on your own.
Yeah.
I'm on a breast cancer group on Facebook, and you can really scare yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, everybody has different
Experiences.
experiences or
Right.
situations
Right.
or type of cancer.
Everybody has different
Yeah.
experiences, situations. Everybody reacts differently to the medicines.
Mm-hmm.
People have different things. So I would say don't go too far down that road, but also don't compare yourself to other, and don't have too many, don't put unrealistic expectations on yourself.
Ah, yes.
Right, like it is okay to be tired today and not do something,
Yeah,
right? It's okay to feel a certain way, or it's okay to not feel good. You know, so just accept that that's part of the process.
the healing process.
And
for
just be
sure,
ready,
yes.
you know, be okay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see. How would you think your experience just really shaped your life right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I guess for me, it just reaffirms that I want to be an optimistic person. It reaffirms that I want to be someone who can get through something, and reaffirms that I want to be the person that other people look at and say, you know, if I ever go through something like that, then that's how I want to be.
Yes.
You know, I want to be strong through that part. So for me, that I think that would be what I would say at this
Yes.
point. Yeah.
So then what does hope look like for you now?
Oh, hope looks like no more medicine,
Right.
no more treatments. I had said at one point that when I get done with this, I want to be stronger than when I started it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've started eating better and working out and getting back, you know, to what I should have probably been doing all my life, but I've never been big on exercise.
Right.
That's never been my fun thing. Hope to me is being at the end of it. I don't know if you're ever really at the end, but being through the hard part of it and being
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah, yeah. You're definitely never really out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's been going on 8 years for me. And
Yeah.
you still have your visits
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your doctors and just, you know,
The
you always have
checkups
scan
and-
anxiety
Yep,
each
yep.
year. Yeah. So, all right. Was there a quote, phrase, or belief that carried you through the tough moments?
Yeah, I would go back to that belief that your attitude is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that if you have the right mindset and the right attitude, you can get through it. And if you rely on the people that are around you, you know, there's that attitude of accepting help.
Yes, yes. And knowing that you don't have to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So is there anything else that you'd like to share that I didn't ask?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think when people hear the C word, it's always like scary.
Yeah.
And it is definitely scary.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of people whose outcomes are not great.
Yeah.
Right, but I would say just trust in yourself, you know, trust in the people around you to help you get through that process.
Yes.
And know that not all the time is it going to be a terrible result.
Yeah. Yeah.
That there is hope sometimes in the process for some folks.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Dee
You're
Dee.
welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.